Hello, my little waddlers. I'm back for another Dead by Daylight games, a few of them. So we gonna see what we have as daily ritual. We need to sabotage the equivalent of 4 full hooks. So we're gonna make a build that's more focused around messing up the hook. So we're gonna use Alex's toolbox, which is a very rare item, which it can slightly increase the repair speed of generators, but it considerably increases the sabotage speed. So that's the one we're gonna use, and it has 24 charges, which is a decent amount of charges. The add-ons we're gonna use is we can add Hacksaw, which increases the toolbox sabotage speed even more, and also a protective glove, which means that when I sabotage a hook, the killer won't notice it as easy. I'm still gonna go for my Gen Rush build as I usually do, but the last perk, which is Borrow Time Runner, I'm gonna see if I can change out for something that can help us on our task to sabotage, or help someone else, or even help us flee. So let's see what we have. We could use the Saboteur perk that makes us able to sabotage hooks without actually having a toolbox, but it doesn't really do much more outside of that, so I prefer to take something else that won't be as uh, not useless, but not as non-efficient. Maybe we should try one of Meg Thomas's perk that I have gotten to the point where it's teachable. So it's Sprint Burst, which makes me able to run 150% normal than my running speed for about 3 seconds, with an exhaustion status of 40 seconds. And the offering we are gonna use is gonna be, let's use a Murky Regent, I guess. What that does is it stands that the dark mist greatly thickens, which the dark mist is in game the fog you see on the ground, meaning that if you crouch and hiding around in on the ground or behind rocks, it's gonna be harder for the killer to notice you if the fog is thicker. So it will just give us a little bit of an edge when we play around. Right now it is about 12 here, so we might be lucky and maybe we will be able to get into a match decently quick, but it might still take some time because it hasn't really gone to a point, an in-between point for us where it's on a good point to find people, because people are still working or school or prepping and coming home from work, school, so on and so forth. Uh-huh. Huh? For us, yes. But for American audience, it's not midnight. Then it's still working hours. Don't worry, it was just my wife being a bit confused. She's very derpy and spaces out very easy. I know I'm rude, that's besides the point. Sadly, it seems like it's taking a tad bit longer this time, so I'm sorry for the wait, but let's hope we can do some great things when we actually get into a match. And I don't horribly fail, which that would be even more horrible. But it happens. Hopefully with the perk Sprint Burst now, we can get a little heads up when it comes to being chased, because we won't die or get down as easy. Because we're gonna run around pretty well, and a lot. The absolute best scenario would be if the killer never comes after us and chases us, but I mean that's just a godlike scenario, which we all know that's never gonna happen. Especially since it seems like the killer has something for me, so it always comes after me, no matter what I do. Kinda annoying, really. Plus, I'm also kinda stupid, so I run the way that he's meeting me at. But don't tell him. Again, I'm sorry if the recording is a bit janky because our internet seems to be a complete and utter shithole right now, so let's hope it goes somewhat smooth, but you never know. But nonetheless, I do apologize for that. And yes, for all your ancient people out there, that was the Jeopardy theme that aired on TV like 1,000 years ago, so. I'm sorry, I just like to use that because my mother was insane when it came to watching that shit when I was younger. Always, every single episode of Jeopardy, she always watched it. It just kinda stuck with me. Seems like we actually got into a match now, so now the icon for the killer is black, meaning that we have found the survivors that we're gonna play with in the queue, but we have yet to find a killer that we can play with. Now we seem to have found a killer, so all we have to do now is wait for people to press ready, and we're off to a match. And if you have noticed the points up in the corner, yes, I know I have 60,000 blood points, but I'm not too worried about spending them because I have maxed out Feng Min 3 times, so she's prestige 3 and she can't really prestige any higher. So I'm just gonna play and save what I have now, and maybe if I feel like it, I might level up another character and get that perk. Because there is a few perks out there that's actually really good to have, which I'm gonna try and see to get. It's more perks that focus around me surviving more, to be fair. And I didn't show you, but of course I'm gonna go with my classic Gen Rush build because I really do like this build. And as I said, I'm really good at the chase, really bad at the chase in general, so I usually go for rushing generators. But I usually leave the last perk slot open so I can switch between things that might help my scenario, whether it's healing people, doing generators even faster, sprinting away faster like I'm doing now, or whatever. Something to give me a little bit of an upper hand. But you can switch perks as much as you want, whenever you want, or you can just stick with the same perks over and over. It's more or less what you feel comfortable with and what you want to do and get out of the game. So now we are loading in, and I did not go through what the other offerings were, but it seemed like all of them had some form of bonus points. Usually when they're yellow or brown like that, it's they get extra blood points for them only. There's nothing that really boosts us or the entire team. Those items are usually green or purple. So we have a generator right by us right here, but we are not gonna do that one, I think. Because all 4 of us is here, so there's a big chance if the killer has a perk that sees all the survivors in the beginning, he is gonna rush over here to try and get us. So sometimes you can take the risk and it might pay off really well, just taking the first closest generator that you find. But sometimes you just have to, and it seems like the killer is here, but he noticed me, so he's gonna start throwing his knives at me, so I'm gonna try and see if I can loop him away and around and get him away so he doesn't like kill me. Seeing how he's playing the trickster right now, he seems to be decently new at the trickster. I watched a few videos to get tips on how to get chased easier, and a lot of the videos are telling me to kind of stick to the wall, because the longer you can stick to the wall, the tighter you can stick to the wall, the more you can get out of the chase. But I I did fail a little bit because, as I said, like my worst part has always been to be chased around. Like I'm really bad at it. I just try and buy my teammates for as much time as I can buy them. Which sadly it seems like my teammates aren't really effective at doing anything. One seems to be playing around in a locker for some reason. But now someone seems to be fixing a generator exit, but it doesn't seem like anyone is coming for me, so I might have to try and flee myself, or I might just be dead on hooks right here and now. I am gonna try and hang around as long as I can to see that if someone actually comes and helps me, which would be ideal, preferably before the second phase, but it does not seem that that's gonna be the case. Yeah, I'm gonna try and escape one time now, and I actually managed. I got the 4% chance of escaping, which is very unusual. You don't usually get that lucky. It's very unusual. So I'm gonna sabotage this, even though I don't necessarily have to do so, but I kind of want to because I want to get the quests. But again, generator is always the most important thing to do, so I'm gonna see if I can do at least one generator, because we haven't gotten a single generator pop, which this far into the game, which is not really far, but it's far enough in such a short game. It's very important to try and pop as many generators as you can, as often as you can. Kinda would have hoped that the others would do more stuff while I was being distracted by the killer and chased around, but that didn't seem to be the case, and now I failed with the generators, so since I don't have the technician perk anymore, it exploded, so most likely the killer knows exactly where I were at that point. So I'm gonna go to the next generator and hope that, well, he doesn't come here. I'm very much in the open right now, so it's gonna be very hard for me to flee away from him here. And since we are facing the trickster, he did what you saw there when he chased me around with knives. Meaning he has a very long range and he has an excessive amount of knives that is very annoying to get in your back. And when you get hit by, I think, 6 of them, you get injured or downed, depending on what state of health you are in. So let's hope that the killer won't be coming here anytime soon, because he seems to be playing around with the ash right now, over somewhere. So hopefully we can actually get this generator popped here, and as soon as I get that popped, I'm gonna instantly go and sabotage this hook again, because I have to hook I have to sabotage 4 hooks. So the ash has been downed, and most likely he's gonna go get hooked now, which he's getting hooked over there. He has been hooked twice now, so he will not be able to flee anymore, sadly. But if someone saves him, then that might help. And I keep on exploding this one, which is very bad of me, because twice now have I made my point known to the killer, and there he is. And I'm gonna use my sprint burst to just try and get as far as I can to try and get away from him. I don't know if he has lost me already, or if he's just... No, he has not lost me, I don't think. No. So I got stuck in the corner there, which is really bad. Ow. Yeah, I got hit now with 6 knives, so because of that I got hit with the knives. And sadly now, since I did get to the second phase before, I actually, when I get hooked now, I am gonna die. Okay, apparently I did not die, because it didn't count it as me going to the second phase since I cleared it. So I will keep on struggling here for a little bit. So if someone comes and saves me now, I might still be able to join in the game, but I'm not sure if anyone will. We did get 1 generator pop though, so that's good, but we haven't really gotten much more than that. And it seems like no one is interested in coming to help me right now, so most likely this is the end of my first run, which is sad, but it happens sometimes. Not much you can do about it, and I guess that's that. I'm still gonna struggle for as long as I can though, because even though I more or less have no chance of surviving here, I can still get as much point as I can get from this by keep on hitting the tab. It seems like he's gonna come and try and save me now. Sadly, he is a bit too late because I had already gone way too far for him to be able to save me. But as I said, it happens sometimes, and I guess GG. With this, I'm just gonna see if I can go directly to the next match right away. Let's see. We will use Engineer's Toolbox, I guess. And now we will use slightly increased Toolbox repair skill, and I will eliminate skill checks when I do generators. I guess I can put another Mercury Regent. So we thicken the mist again, and let's wait for a new match. See how long it takes before we find one. Seems like I did manage to get some iridescent shards in that match, which I don't really know how, if it was because of the sabotages I did. But these are the iridescent shard, which you can buy perks that's in the shop, or you can buy skins or characters and such for them. You just need a decent amount of them. And with these, it seems like I didn't get much more than like 7,000 points, it seems, which is not very good at all. But then again, I did get caught. Oh, my brain is not working today, it seems. I didn't get to do very much, so I got caught very early in the game, so I wasn't able to really do much. I will try and use the Sprint Burst perk again to see if I can get a better match out, but usually I don't go for the Sprint Burst and Chase perks much, because I try to avoid chases as much as I possibly can, either by hiding away from the killer or just not being around when he comes around or anything like that. Oh, by the way, now I am trying out the recording function of this streaming live. I'm still gonna mainly focus on streams because that's what I want to do, but that doesn't mean I'm not gonna do video based recordings here and there. So I'm trying those out now to just see how it works and how the program's gonna work and so on and so forth. Because as I said, I'm like all new to all of this, so I'm still learning every single thing. So baby steps on the way. Seems to be a very slow night right now, but we seem to have got the in-top match now actually. Let's hope that everybody presses ready fast and we can get started. It seems I found a queue and lobby with everything, so all 4 survivors, me included, and the killer. So that's what you see down in the right corner, where all of the icons are white. When they're red, that means that whoever is sitting on their end is have pressed ready. If you haven't figured that out yet. Though I do think that 2 of these people are actually pre-made, because one is, as you can see, app.timer and one is just apt-timer. So I think these 2 might actually be pre-mates. Or, as my wife said, it can be sandboxing, but I don't know why they would want to do that on Dead by Daylight, because it would be so hard. Because it's hard to control your one and only character, even less two. But I mean, if you can pull that off, then all credits to you.
Better need like a second account for like a little brother or sister or something.
Yeah. Oh, and a few of the YouTubers that I do watch that not only because I like watching just other YouTubers and streamers play the game I play, but also to learn is one of them is one called Naimeti, which I don't know if you have heard about him. He's a decently newly started YouTube channel, but he is way better at Dead by Daylight than I am. And also one called Otsdarva or Notdarva, but he usually plays mostly killers. He do have occasional survivors here and there, but he mostly play killers, and I don't really play much killers. The reason I watch him is because it's interesting to me to see how it works from the killer point of view without playing him myself, but also to learn more about certain killers and how to handle them better if you want. So I'm gonna sabotage this toolbox right here because I still need to do that for the quest. I think I only need to do one more. So now I'm gonna see if I can go find. I'm gonna use my sprint burst and see if I can find a generator that I can start working on. I hear the killer's heartbeat. You can also see it on my perk that he's somewhere close by. But I don't know if he's chasing me or if he's chasing someone else and I just happen to be in the general terror radius of him. I think he's on. Yeah, we are facing the cannibal that is called here, but it is from all sense and purposes Leatherface in this. So I'm actually gonna see if I can stay a little bit in his radius right now to get my perk on because I can stack up to 4 tokens doing this, which would then help me with my great skill checks afterwards. I do have to be very careful here though, because he might have. I don't think now he has a perk called barbecue and chili, which he did not know that I was right by here. But he's still around, so I still need to be very careful because I don't know where he is. I will just run and save this person now because he seems to not be paying full attention or busy or whatever, but I'm gonna see if I can also hide because I don't want to run into him. As I said, I rather try and flee to not get caught by him. It seems sadly that the one we just saved ran into him again when she tried to flee, which is unfortunate, but it happens. I mean, I do it all the time when I run away thinking I'm gonna run away from the killer and then I just run straight into the killer instead, which is suicide. Don't do that. Don't do what I do. Because it's just gonna end bad for you. So again, I'm gonna see if I can go and help this person because he has actually gone away a bit. So I'm releasing her now and I'm gonna see if I can heal her. She does want to be healed or she doesn't want to be healed? She seems to want to be healed. Because sometimes you don't want to heal people when he's still close by because then he's just gonna knock you down again. But now I think it's decently safe because he's actually not around here. He seems to be chasing someone else. So now I'm gonna start on this generator here with someone else, and we already got the generator pop, nice. So the first person that he had not been chasing had been doing a generator this entire time, so that is really good. Now I'm just gonna see if I can... Oh, damn. I am playing an extremely dangerous game right now, but I do still want to continue this generator, and if he doesn't think that I'm here, then I can go back to it instantly and actually start doing it. He seems to have not noticed me, so I'm gonna go back to this generator instantly. Sadly, he is still around somewhere, so I need to be extremely careful, but he has moved away now again because my perk is still not ticking down. He do have to be within a certain radius for that perk to kick in, and I don't think it's excessively long, but it at least gives me a hint about where he is in it. So now we managed to finish this generator, which is great, so I'm gonna use my sprint burst and run away as far as I can. And one thing that I got to learn from my videos that I will tell you to do is that don't be afraid to use, yes, it goes on a 40-second exhaustion when you have used your sprint burst, but do not be afraid to use it, because usually if you don't have a toolbox or just fixing a generator normally, you will have more than enough time to get back your sprint burst. I did not now, but I did get back like about half my sprint burst because even though I'm using a toolbox with full add-ons, so don't be afraid to use it at all. And what you have to take in consideration though is that you keep it, as long as you don't run, you will get back the exhaustion from it. What a lot of people try to do, which I am gonna try to do now, is that I'm gonna try and see if I can 99 the sprint burst. What that means is that, oh, that's the killer. And he found me, and I'm hit. So I have 99 my sprint burst now, so I'm gonna use it now to actually make some distance between us. And I'm gonna see if I can try and find a place to loop him if he continues chasing. But he seems to actually have given up on me. And if he doesn't come over here now, then I will be able to be healed. But it seems like no, he's actually over there still. Which is very fortunate for me. I think it's not necessarily that he's a bad killer. I think it's just that he's very new. Because in my, like, all the killers do have all the advantages compared to survivors with being faster and all that. But they also do have a lot of work against them because we are still 4 survivors and he's only 1 killer. So he has to constantly be on track, and if he doesn't pay attention at all, then we will manage to do 3, 4, 5 generators with him even getting one of us, due to us being, we can literally be everywhere and nowhere at the same time, while he can only be at one place at the same time. So he is close by because I can hear a very faint heartbeat. I can see him over there even, so I'm pretty safe for now. It's a bit risky in the situations like this when you hear his heartbeat, because you never know if he's under you or right on your floor. It's a bit short and like not too much off this floor, so it would be very hard to miss him if he was running around up here with me. So with that said, it's kinda easy to assume that he's not on the same floor as me, but that doesn't necessarily mean that he can be right below me, and it takes him like 4 seconds to run up the stairs and just grab me and end my life. So even if you hear his heartbeat and you're on the 2nd floor, don't stress too much, but don't be too scared either. Because he might not necessarily be trying to chase you, he's just trying to find you in general. But if he is a new killer, then I actually give him mad props, because he has already managed to kill one of us, which is very unusual for new killers. So what I'm gonna do now, if I don't hear him, is that I'm gonna open this escape hatch, or this escape door, but I'm not gonna open it fully. I'm just gonna 99 it, which means that as sprint burst, I'm gonna take it to the very, very edge of the little bar you see filling up right now. So when we run here again, all we will have to do is just tap it and it will open. So I'm gonna see if I can go and save this person if no one else is going for the save. I can hear his chains are revving. He's right over there, so he might be face camping her, but I'm not sure. So what happened now is that they did open the other escape, not hatch. I won't say hatch because it's not a hatch. It's an escape door. and he's right here, so I might be done doing this, so we can take a hit. So hopefully she can run over there, and I will run over here. Because what he is doing now is that he's trying to get her, so he can get another kill. Because if he gets hooked one more time, she's done. Because I won't be able, nor have the time to be able to go back and save her again. What I am gonna do though is I'm gonna go see if I can find the other gate open, and hope that I don't run into the killer. And if she finds the gate I-99, she can literally just tap on it and it will open for her, and she can flee and escape. Please, I don't really know where the other escape door is, and I'm getting a little nervous because the time is ticking down, and I am afraid of running into the killer. I can take one hit though, so he's right there. So he seems to have fled, so I'm gonna just escape now because the other two did escape, so I'm just gonna escape too. So this round we actually got a 3-man escape, which is really good. I feel sorry for the one that died, but I mean, these things happen. And I did manage to sabotage all of the hooks that I wanted to, so that's really good. And I did also manage to do the archive quest, which is finish 3 generators in one run. So I'm just gonna say GG, well played to everyone who I played with, and just move on to the next match, I guess. These are a bit, you can pause this and just see what perks the killer and such have, but I'm gonna move on to the next match and see how it goes. So I did get to keep my toolbox now, since I did not actually die. I actually managed to flee, so I'm gonna take that, and I'm gonna do the same add-ons I did before, clean rag and instruction. And this time, since I do want to collect more points, I am actually gonna see if I can get an objective blood point offering that gives you more points for that. I just need to actually find it. Let's see. There we go. I only had one of those, but that's absolutely fine. What I am gonna do now, Sprintverse did help me out a lot, but I'm gonna change the streetwise. So since this is a toolbox that has very little charges, it's just very strong. I want to put streetwise on, which gives me 25% more charges or reduced consumption, whatever you wanna call it, and also for all other allies within 8-meter range. So that's the perk I'm gonna use now, so I can get a little bit more out of my toolbox than I have. Though, now that I think about it, before I actually start a match, I'm gonna go in, collect the reward for the archive quest, and pick a new one. So let's see which one we have. Earn 75 blood points, really easy. Drop 10 pallets while being chased by the killer, also very easy. So let's do this one first, because you get 25,000 blood points for it, and all you have to do is more or less earn 75,000 blood points. And this is another story or lore for this specific character, Jake Park, right now. I do also have a level unlock on the actual battle pass, so I'm gonna just claim that before I go into a match, and now I'm ready. So let's go into another match and see what happens. Let's see if we can do a good match this time, because this is gonna be my last match for this recording session, so let's hope it works. And that goes well, and I don't die instantly. I might consider doing a 4th one if I just like end up being caught by the killer right away and just dying instantly. Just because I'm not gonna show a match that lasts for like 2 minutes and nothing more. Oh, and if you ever want to suggest me trying out a perk or trying out another build or anything, just comment in the comment section below or write in the chat, and I will read try and read all of them, but if there's a lot of them, I can promise I will get through all of them, but I will do my absolute best, and let's see if I can get that to the next match. Or next recording. So now we're just waiting for another match to start. It seems to have been going decently fast right now, which is really good, and my internet doesn't seem to be acting up too much, but it's too early to say because my internet is always like not wanting to be my friend. So, have you Wallace watched any good movies or series lately? I restarted watching Shaman King, which is an anime series about a boy that more or less is a shaman, and he like gets united with spirits, and he uses the spirit to fight, to become and train to become the new Shaman King. I would really recommend the series actually. There is an old one which has 64 episodes, and there's a new one that's coming out that's still ongoing right now. So, and I don't think they differ too much from each other, so you can watch whichever you want. I'm currently watching the older one. Now we seem to have gotten into a match, and we have all press ready, so let's see if we can do some good. Seems like I have a twin this match, because I'm playing with another Feng Min that has the same outfit and everything as me. So who knows, maybe we might confuse the killer, and he might not go for me. And now we're into a match, so let's see what we can do. We don't seem to have started by directly a generator, but that's fine, because I didn't really necessarily wanna do generator as I started right by it. So I'm gonna just run around a little bit, take some time away. Oh, I saw the killer over there, so let's not go that way, my dudes. Or sorry, should I say my dudes and my dudettes? I know, I'm stupid, I'm sorry. It just happened. So hopefully the killer is not around there, because it seems like my perk is not kicking in, so she might have moved on. It looked like it was like the trapper or someone, but I'm not 100% sure, so don't quote me on that one. So I'm just gonna do this generator and see if the killer comes back, and hopefully he won't. So that seems to be the main building we have. So we have that possibility to run there and loot the killer a little bit if we get chased. Again, hoping I not get chased because I'm really bad at it. But it seems like there is 2 people right now that is being chased by the killer, so that gives me a little more time to finish the generator. Huh? Unless they run towards me. And I wouldn't blame them if they drag the killer to me, because it's really hard to know where the other survivors are, because if they don't have a specific perk that sees the other survivors, they can't really know that I'm here doing the generator. Or another special item, which is usually a map you use. So it seems like one of the survivors that has been damaged came over here, and she was chased by the killer. So, no, it's Nemesis! That was not the trapper! Ooh, don't please. No, don't touch my bum. Ow, you touched my bum. Yeah, I wasn't expecting that. We did pop the generator though, so that's really good. I just got scared and might have shit my pants a little bit, but that's fine. I am trying my damnedest to wiggle here, but I was too slow. But that's fine. As long as it doesn't face camp me, I do still have a chance to get away because hopefully someone will come and help me rescue me. Well, we don't know. I usually don't like taking a chance and escaping myself if I don't have perks that makes it easier for me. Like slippery meat, for example, which I can use that in one of the matches in the future to just show you how it works. It can be really good if you get hooked a lot, but there also you are doing a little of risk reward play doing that because every time you try and unhook yourself and you fail, your health bar or blood bar or whatever you want to call it takes down faster. So you might go to second phase much faster. But I did get rescued by my Twinny, so thank you very much, Penguin. And now I'm just gonna run off and... Oh, she seems to actually want to heal me. The problem is that it seems like the killer is close by. Yeah, there's the killer. Oh, the special thing with Nemesis is that he do have zombies around the map that helps him. So if you get hit by them or you have been slapped by his tentacle or whatever it is, then the zombies are gonna damage you and hurt you even more. Oh? Oh yeah, and as I told you before, there is a perk out there called Nurse's Calling that the killer sees you if you're all within a certain range if you are healing. So with that, I don't think he has that perk because she was healing right beside me. And oh, hi Nemesis! Ow, Nemesis, don't, please, no! I love you! I love you, Nemesis, please, no, don't come here, please. No, 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 no. I don't approve. No, stop. No. Oh, I messed myself up. Oh, he swung, I think. No, he didn't. Ah, I got slapped. I got slimed. Run. Run. If you get slimed by Nemesis, there is white chest on the map you can do, which will heal you. Oh, he mind gamed me and I tried to walk the windows and run away, but he was smarter and went that way. So he got me. Which is sad. But we have popped 2 generators so far and we're not doing too bad because I am the only one who's been hooked twice. So I'm the only one who's actually struggling and fighting right now. But I have been very unlucky because I've always ran to the way where he is, which is something I always do. Yeah, it was him doing really good at mind gaming me because I thought I was gonna mind game him by jumping and then just gonna keep on running, but he mind gamed me much worse and backtracked, so he got me. So all props to the killer for this one. But I did get rescued again. Yeah, but I don't want to stick around here because if I get hooked one more time now, I am done for. So let's see if we can get healed by Feng Min, my sister here, and move on to the next generator. Because I really need to start using my toolbox. Yeah, he did deck someone over there, so he's not close by. But that doesn't mean that he can't be over here in like 2 red. He might have seen me now, I hope he didn't, but I very much think he did. Yes, he did. So this is very not fortunate for me, so it seems like this is the end of my run very early. If he didn't let me go? Cause I don't think that he did that. Oh. I don't think he did that because he lost me. I think he... Oh, he sees me again. I think he actually did that because he just let me go this time. No, I was way too late on reacting there, so that's why I'm usually not very good in chases. So sadly, I'm gonna be hooked most likely by the hook over there, and I am gonna die. And I didn't get to use my toolbox very much, so that's a shame. But so since I did die very early, I can just spectate the game and see if the other players managed to do better than I did. Sadly, I don't think I earned very much points due to this because I didn't really do much. But I did earn 9,000 at least, so that's always something. It's not the best, but it's always something. I did waste the toolbox though, and it was a purple, so that's a bit of a shame. But we have popped 3 generators, it seems. It seems like this survivor right here, Nekomimi, is actually very new because she only has 2 perks. Not necessarily that she's new as a player, but she's new on this character. So this is the other Feng Min that just popped on a generator, so we only have 1 generator left to do, which is really good. And this Feng Min is prestiged, I think, because she has the bloody outfit I do, which you only get if you prestige her. And I think she has... I don't know if that's Dark Sense or what that is, but...
That should be Dark Sense, yes.
But she also do have Technician, which is the perk that you do a generator, and if you fail, it doesn't explode, it just makes a thump. She has a perk called Light, which is a perk that makes you run faster after you have vaulted a window or a side. And she also have a perk called Spine Chill, which is the cat that's dark now, which when the killer is looking towards you in a certain within a certain meters, Spine Chill is gonna kick in, and you will do progress much faster on general. I think it's 6%, but you also get a smaller progression skill check. So now Spine Chill is kicking in, meaning that the killer is within close enough range and looking towards her. So
And found her.
and now he has found her. So now she has to try and loop him as well as she can. She did her light, so now she gets a lot of run speed, but since the killers are faster than you normally, they are gonna catch up to you if you just run in the open like this. That's why you usually have to try and run around walls and light windows and such.
Oh my goodness.
Sadly, she did get hit now, and if she gets caught now and get down, this is the end of the run, sadly, because there's no way that they can flee if she gets hooked. I know she hasn't been hooked before, so she could try and escape, but since the other guy is on the hook already and we other are dead, it just goes automatically to the killer's win. So sadly with that, I think this is the end of the run, but I am gonna write GG in the chat, and I guess call it for now. But thank you for tuning in and watching, and I guess I will see you all in the next video. So keep on waddling and make the Waddle Army stronger. Bye!